everyone, welcome to Ask an Armourer. My name's Kia and today I'm going to be showing you the process of how I put together a very basic wall dummy. So this is just going to be a board with some padding that we're going to hang on the wall so people can practice their blade work and stuff like that. It's not going to be one of the standing dummies with an arm on it. But this is a great resource for a lot of clubs. It is very low profile, so it can be put pretty much anywhere, and they're pretty easy to make. Okay everyone, so pretty basic supplies. All you need is a wood plank. I am using these two here that measure about 12 inches by 18 inches. That's just a little smaller, so I'm going to put them side by side and attach them together just with some extra glue on the edge and some supporting brackets on the back. Over here I have the padding. Can use whatever you've got. This is some batting that I keep, as well as some of these like craft foam mats. Figure I'll layer those up so it's nice for people to hit. And then this is some scrap vinyl that I have. So as you can see, not a whole lot of supplies needed, especially if for the wood board you just get one that is the full size that you want, as opposed to having to take the additional step of attaching two together. Over here is the chaos of the supplies I'm going to need. So I have my drill and my various bits so that we can mount this to the wall. I have my wall anchors and some additional screws over here. I brought some nails because you never know when you need those. A level because we're going to get super extra and make sure that this is level on the wall, even though that is entirely unnecessary for this process, but that is an aesthetic that will make me happy. And then some hot glue to just attach basically all of the foam to the boards, and then finally a staple gun with extra staples to attach the vinyl all the way around so everything is nice and compact. Okay, so our boards are together nice and securely, and now we're going to flip our attention to the padding. So I'm going to start off with just a couple sheets of this, playmat form. I cut off just really roughly because it doesn't really matter, these nubs on either end so it fits a little bit better. And then I'll finish off with just a couple coating. Again, this is my extra batting. I've already cut it to length, but basically, there we go. We're going to overlap a couple pieces, one side here, and then just take the extra little bit and put it in the middle just to sort of make sure that this has a decent padding area close to the middle, which is where we're expecting the target to be. So all of this doesn't need to be like super securely attached. We've got our hot glue gun heating up over here. So I'm just going to run some glue over this to smack this all into place. So first layer of padding is done. As you can see, we've just put this down in the middle and kind of filled in a few of these holes with the extra nubs. And then we're just covering up these edges with the remnant batting. So now we're going to do the final layer of batting before we put on the vinyl. Hey everyone, so as you can see, we've skipped a couple steps, but we now have all of the padding layers attached. They're just held on lightly with a little bit of hot glue because that's not really a structural element. That is just making sure that they don't slide around underneath. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use my staple gun and just attach all the way around. So I started just like I'm mounting a painting to a frame, one on each middle side, and then I'm going to kind of work my way out sideways, just making sure there's a bit of tension on this so it doesn't wrinkle up or pucker on me. And with that, our board is technically done. Is it the prettiest thing in the world? No, but it will provide a good target area. We'll just use some tape to make some X's on here as various areas that people can aim for. And now all we have to do is put it up on the wall. Now that our board is ready, all I'm going to do to prep it is I'm just going to drill 2 holes in the top here. We left a little bit of the wood edge exposed here just so we can do this and not have to go through any of the fibery bits, which obviously would not be good for my poor little drill. So I'm just going to mark these, and then we're going to take it over to the wall where we want to hang this, use those holes to mark where we want to drill in the wall plugs, and then all we need to do is mount them up on each other. So here we go. Boom, done. Okay everyone, so as promised we were super extra and made sure to level it. Unfortunately I did require my helper to actually work with me on that one, so I didn't get that on film. But you can see here we've got our line marking where the top of it is. And I know it's hard to tell on camera, but there are a couple little dots here and here for where the holes are. So I'm just going to go ahead, I'm going to drill out the first of our marking holes in here, and then I'm going to get the larger bit to fill them out so that I can put the plugs in.
Looks okay.
Alright, so there's my pilot holes in now. Obviously those are not going to be large enough for the wall plugs, so I'm going to switch out my bit to make those a bit bigger and then get the plugs in there. Is take my rubber mallet and install these. These are just your basic general wall plugs that you can find at any hardware store. There we go. Well, she is done. So as you can see, this was not very long or difficult to do at all. I think all told, even with all the pausing for filming, this took less than an hour to do, complete with mounting it and everything, and even including leveling, which was just an extra step that is not entirely necessary. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm probably just going to put a couple little tick marks on this with tape so people have a few little extra spots to aim at, but otherwise you can leave it as such, and now you have a wall-mounted gun.